Hey, it's PD Nice. So the Slammys are Monday. So I found on the WWE website the categories and the nominees. So I'm going to run down and give you my prediction of who will win this 2014 Slammys. So the match of the year, it's we got number one Daniel Bryan versus Batista versus Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Title at WrestleMania 30 in the Triple Threat. We have the Shield versus Evolution at Extreme Rules. By fact, I just want to say that I was actually at Extreme Rules this year. John Cena versus Bray Wyatt and Last Man Standing at Payback. Team Authority versus Team Cena on the 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series match. I thought all these matches were pretty good, but I think WrestleMania main event's going to steal it. So, Daniel Bryan, Batista, and Randy Orton. That would be my pick. This WWE Superstar of the Year. We have Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns, and Bray Wyatt. Well, if you asked me at the beginning of the year, my answer would have been Daniel Bryan. But since he's been out since like June 9th, that's when he got stripped of the belts, I wouldn't pick that. I wouldn't also pick Brock Lesnar because he has 4 matches this year. If it were up to me, I'd pick Seth Rollins, but the fans are not going to vote that way because Seth Rollins is a heel, so I could see John Cena or Roman Reigns sweeping in, or maybe even Daniel Bryan. But if I was voting, I would even like Dean Ambrose because I thought he was a pretty good superstar this year. But I would pick Seth because Seth's going to be the future champion of this company. So the Diva of the Year, I don't know if you know this, last year I was pissed off AJ didn't win, but she was a heel at the time, so they voted the Bellas. So the Diva of the Year is AJ Lee, Paige, Nikki Bella, or Brie Bella. I would pick AJ Lee because she brought the belt into the year and won it twice. So that's what I'm going with. The LOL Moment of the Year. Damien Mizdow as the Miz's stunt double. Mr. T Dex's mom in the 2014 Hall of Fame speech. Vicky Guerrero throws Stephanie McMahon in a pool of pudding on Raw. El Torito versus Hornswoggle at the WLC match Extreme Rules. So I want to clarify that I don't think number 4 is going to win the WLC because I thought that was a very entertaining match. So, and Vicky I think it was more of a revenge thing, so I don't think that should be actually there. I understand how you think Mr. T's thing was funny, but I really wouldn't, categorize that. I'm going to go with the stunt double because it's kind of current. So that's my little moment for what we got. The Extreme Moment of the Year. Brock Lesnar hits 16 German suplexes on John Cena at SummerSlam. Kane hits Daniel Bryan with a tombstone on the floor, steel steps, and table on Raw. Chris Jericho hits the crossbody on Bray Wyatt on the top of the steel cage on Raw. Seth Rollins curve stops Dean Ambrose through cinder blocks at Raw. I would say Brock Lesnar. Because that was pretty kind of uncomfortable. So when I was watching it, I was like, this is an uncomfortable moment. But it was kind of extreme. But people might vote for Seth Rollins, and I wouldn't disagree to vote with Seth Rollins. I kind of really like that. I didn't really think that Chris Jericho, it was an extreme moment, don't get me wrong. And it was fun. But I don't know, because Chris Jericho's not relevant. Because you know how fans have such a short attention span this day. And Kane, I really don't think so, because I think Daniel Bryan's father happened to pass away that night, so I don't think WWE was going to make a big light of that. Rest in peace. I'll go with Brock Lesnar, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Seth Rollins. I wouldn't have any disappointment to see Seth Rollins curve stop Dean Ambrose to be the Extreme Moment of the Year. Moving on, we have the Surprise Return of the Year. Hulk Hogan returns as the special guest host of WrestleMania 30 on Raw. I don't know why that's there. Probably maybe the next night. Anyway, Ultimate Warrior returns to WWE at WrestleMania, Raw, and the Hall of Fame. Oh, okay, so it's like 2 of them. Okay, I got it. Batista returns on Raw. The Rock returns to interrupt Rusev and Lana. Remember how I said the short suspension stance could take it over? So that may be Rock and Lana. He voted, but I'd like to see, as a tribute to the Warrior, one more award. So I'm going with Warrior, even though I feel like Rock could take it. This is awesome moment of the year. The Yes Movement occupying Raw. Stephanie gets arrested and taken away on Raw. Sting debuts to help Team Cena defeat Team Authority. Hogan, Rock, and Austin being at WrestleMania. I think it should be WrestleMania 30 because there's never going to be another moment where 3 legends are going to get in the ring probably and have a cold one. But I could also see the fans voting Sting for the Sting or even Stephanie, because those were really, I don't really know the Yes Movement. Yeah, I mean you could vote that, but I feel like Daniel Bryan's so removed from WWE right now because of his injuries that he probably wouldn't. Well, that's my opinion. The OMG shocking moment of the year. Before I read it, actually I'll read number 1 first, and then I'll tell you what I was thinking. Brock Lesnar defeats The Undertaker WrestleMania streak at WrestleMania 30. I don't have to read any more, but I'm going to tell you what they are because that's my pick. That's what I always just do. The second the streak ended, I knew that was going to be the OMG or Holy SH double star moment of the year. I guess they got rid of that one for the OMG. Anyway, Seth Rollins turns to the Shield. Yes, that's shocking, but I don't think it's OMGing. Bray Wyatt's core sinks John Cena inside the steel cage on Raw. And Nikki Bella turns on Brie Bella at SummerSlam. I think that doesn't even make sense anymore because Brie turned heel. But like I said, Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. If they don't vote that way, they're corrupt in their voting. Alright. Here are the 2014 WWE exclusives that will be awarded on the WWE Network on the Raw pre-show. Tell me you just didn't see that. Insult of the year. Nikki tells Brie she wished she died in the womb. Paul Heyman raps on John Cena on Raw. Chris Jericho insults the Authority into Stephanie's arrest on Raw. The Rock insults Lana Rusev. I feel like people are going to vote for The Rock here. I also liked Paul Heyman's rap and Chris Jericho, what he did, but I mean, you could vote for Nikki, but I mean, it doesn't make sense because they turned her Brie heel. So I'm going to go with The Rock on that one, interrupting Luna, Rusev, and Lana. WWE's Tag Team of the Year. The Cosmic Twins, Golden Stardust. The Uso Twins, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. I'm very interested by why they wrote it like this. Los Matadores with El Torito. So they later get a Mini Gator or the Miz and Damien Mizdow. I feel like the fans are going to rotate towards Miz and Mizdow, but the Usos definitely were the Tag Team of the Year. And that's hands down. They were the Tag Team Champions most of the year. The Breakout Superstar of the Year. Rusev with Lana. Roman Reigns, Paige, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins. I would pick Seth Rollins, but they're probably going to pick Roman Reigns or Dean Ambrose. And Paige and Rusev had a great year, too. Hashtag of the year. Hashtag Occupy Raw. Hashtag RK Out of Nowhere. Hashtag Moscow Brawler Knuckle. Moose Knuckle. Hashtag Eat, Sleep, Repeat. Hashtag 999. Mine is hashtag 999. Fan participation, you sold out. Seth Rollins, $9.99, WWE Network. We the People, Jack Swagger. I'm afraid I got some bad news, Bray Wyatt. He's got the whole world in his hands, Bray Wyatt. I would pick any of those except We the People. But $9.99, you sold out at the top. The Double Cross of the Year. The Authority turns on Randy Orton on Raw. Seth Rollins retrieves his shield to join the Authority. Nikki Bella retrieves his twin sister, Brie at SummerSlam. Mark Henry turns on the Big Show Raw. I'm picking Seth Rollins. Animal of the Year, the Gator, Hornswoggle, Torito, the Bunny, Grumpy Cat, I'm going with the Bunny. Best Actor, The Miz, Batista, The Rock, Mizdow. People are going to... Batista and Rock deserve it, but, people probably going to vote Mizdow. I'll go with Mizdow just because of that. NXT Superstar of the Year, Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn, Tyler Breeze, The Accession. I think Adrian Neville. If you have never seen NXT, you had to see his 450. I don't even know. It's not even a 450 splash. The Red Hour was the most impressive move I've seen in a couple of years. He's been the longest reigning NXT champion. As I record this at 282 days, that's why I pick him. But Sami Zayn could also take it. Anti-gravity moment of the year. Seth Rollins dives off the balcony on Payback. Like I just said, Adrian Neville's Red Arrow. Dean Ambrose dies into the Lumberjacks in SummerSlam. Kofi Kingston in the Royal Rumble match. I'm going to go with the Red Arrow, even though Seth Rollins could also win that. I want to be disappointed. Faction of the Year, The Authority, The Wyatts, The Shield, The Rosebuds. I don't pick anybody with the Rosebuds. I'm actually pick The Authority. Tweet it out. Best tweet handle, aka social media champion. Not me. I don't have a social media Twitter account. Only YouTube and Facebook. At Heel Ziggler, Dolph Ziggler. At John Cena, At Zack Ryder, At Ryback. At Ryback22, Ryback. Nicole and Nikki and Brie Bella at Real Page. Probably John Cena. Guest Star of the Year. I hope we're getting done with this. Raw Guest Star of the Year. Larry the Cable Guy, Jerry Springer, Kevin Hart, Hugh Jackman, Betty White. I picked Larry because it was just recent. I don't really remember. I remember some of them on Raw, but I don't remember the others. Rivalry of the Year. The Shield vs. Evolution. Daniel Bryan vs. The Authority. Brock Lesnar vs. John Cena. Rusev vs. USA. Seth Rollins vs. Dean Ambrose. I picked Seth Rollins vs. Dean Ambrose. And the last one in here is the Couple of the Year. Daniel Bryan and Brie. Triple H and Stephanie. Jimmy and Jay. Tyson and Kid and Natalya. I picked Tyson, Kid, and Natalya. I know this video ran very much longer than I expected. I'm sorry. So I'm going to cut it off by saying thank you, subscribe, and stay nice for disability rights.